names are KARAMBA TOURAY. I was born in Gunjur, West Coast region. Of course, in those days, there's no birth certificate. As I said, I have an official birth date, but I'm not even really sure whether that's the correct date. It says 1961. Now I know, of course, I was born before 1961 because I have my contemporaries who have now retired. Myself, I'll be retiring this year. I was born in Gunjur, went to Gunjur Primary School, Gunjur Secondary School, then Armitage High School. I left Armitage High School in 1979. In those days, there was this civil service entrance examination that I took and went to clerical school, which is now converted to GTTI. After clerical school, then people don't look for jobs. It's the job that's looking for people, really. After clerical school, I was posted to audit as a clerk. Then we don't have those types of positions now as a clerk on grade 4. This was in 1981. I rose through the ranks until 2013, when I was June 2013, when I was appointed Auditor General. In education background, like I said, after I left my school and joined this audit, I did my master's in audit management and consultancy at the University of Birmingham, 2002-2003. I have my master's, and that is it. That is all about my education. National Assembly and the National Audit Office are the two sides of the same coin. This one determines taxes, levy taxes, receive them, and determine how they are going to be used. And this one is the one who guarantees that they are used in the way that is determined by this office. That's how important it is. It's an equivalent. In some other jurisdictions, the Auditor General sits in the National Assembly too, as a minister. In UK, for example, he is a minister and sits at that cabinet level. That is how important it is. We provide assurance to citizens that money that was taxed from them, their money, is being used properly, and that is very important. It is very wide because it says every government authority, every government institution should be audited by me. And wherever a government have a minority interest, even if it is 1%, I could go in there and audit without permission. So it's very wide. We are not doing all even now. Currently, what we do, we outsource audits to the audit accounting firms that are operating, private accounting firms that are operating in the country. Most of the parastatals are audited by them on my behalf. I appoint them and they do the audits and send the reports to me. We don't incorporate their reports into the final public accounts of the Gambia, but that's the idea. Later on in the future, they'll be incorporated if the reporting standards are harmonized. I moved the institution from a government department to an autonomous institution. That is by following up on the Act, the creation of the Act, which it was supposed to be done in 1997. It took us until 2015 really to get this Act promulgated by the National Assembly. It toying and throwing between us and the cabinet, and so it has changed. So for us, that's a great achievement to move the audit department from the civil service, because essentially they are our clients. Abdul Koli helped a lot, the former Minister of Finance. He helped a lot in terms of getting this building even started or done. And even my constitution, because even my act, it went to a point that no cabinet member was brave to take it to the president. They said, this one we cannot take it. Abdul said, okay, I'll take it. So Abdul has been a bastion of support for us, and Abdullah Jallo, his PS at the time. First, we agreed with them that any unspent balance that we have money the law requires that when the year ends, any money that has not been spent should be returned to the treasury. That's the law. So what we did was to negotiate with the Ministry of Finance to allow to retain the unspent money that we have, so that we can, for the purpose of building. So that was, they allowed to do that for over the years. That was started by my predecessor, not myself. But then I was the one responsible for finance at the time. So that was allowed, and we accumulated. So by the time we went to government to say that we have enough money, we had got 21 million with us. I had kept 21 million aside. So I went to government and said, I have this. I need an office for myself. They said, how much? We draw up a plan, and then provided. And that's how we got this building, 78 million pounds, government funded it. Fully government funded without this thing. And now we have our own accommodation, and our staff are very comfortable. But the icing of the cake is that we will be clearing the backlog of unaudited accounts of the public accounts of the Gambia. You know, Gambia there was a point that there were no accounts. Then there came a point there was a backlog of something like 10 years. Now we have completed 2019, and the report will go on, and we will audit in 2020 this year. So the backlog would have been cleared. This is icing in the cake, and we will go home or